Oh, Don, I appreciate it. Thank you. I had it ready to go, but
Uh-oh.
that's fine.
Uh-oh.
What?
Bad, no entries for a wall on JBad.
Oh, yeah. So we had to patch that.
Right.
JBad broke something, and we had to put in a last-minute mod change to fix it.
Right.
All right, 3 sectors, close-knit AO. Little bit of travel time for Op4, but that gives Op4 some areas where if they want to reposition their force, they can. Do it come from the left or right? This is a bit more of a balanced AO compared to round 1.
I think so as well. They still have a few kilometers to traverse, but with the terrain that's in the way, I think they should be able to. Just think of the map. They'll probably go up on the either on the eastern side or go down across the river on the far western side. But now that we're in, let's shake off that last round. New round.
Yeah, pretend it didn't happen.
It's a new life. Exactly. That's what I'm already doing. So, Red 4 here are our bog standard Russians as soon as they load in. Wearing Flora this time, not the more modern EMR. But a nice classic, Flora camo using 545 AKs, 762 PKMs, PKTs, an SVD, RPG 42 and RPG 26s in the squad. The classic stuff. As for assets, I don't think that this one is balanced asset-wise because we have a black shark with no pylons and I think a machine gun. Yeah, that's actually an autocannon off the right side of it.
Real quick, to prove a point here, because again, I agree with you, these are a bit too unbalanced. I just did a head count of everyone who's in a dedicated vehicle slot or pilot slot. The total is 15. There are 75 people on the server. That includes the 3 people in Spectator, you, me, and Indigo. So it is over 20% of the player base that is just dedicated to vehicle stuff. To me, that's a bit too heavy.
For FNF, yeah, that's not what FNF is like about. I mean,
it's supposed to be about infantry combat, because I remember asking like some of the staff, like, hey, would you ever want to do like a vehicle-on-vehicle thing? They're like, no, not really, but there's just too much stuff here, you know? Too much.
Yeah, no, I agree. And, like, admins have a certain say in, limiting that, but in reality, it really just comes down to the commanders. If they want to, anchor themselves to 5 assets and only have, like, a squad and a half of infantry, then that's on them. But, yeah. But as for assets, let's start with the ground assets. They have
they're using that gun pod?
2 with no armament and 2 with armament. They have a PKM and an AGS-30, just like with the 1117. The AGS-30 is scripted to have no ammo because GMG go burr.
Where's Charlie 2? I gotta see if they have a AA piece.
A number of, I believe these are gas. No, these aren't gas trucks.
Nope, it's a Maz.
Yeah, I forget. As well as that black shark that I mentioned earlier, KA-50. No pylons, just that fixed autocannon, and then a...
Wouldn't it be the 52 because it's a 2-person? Because the 50 is only 1 person.
You're probably right.
Yeah. No, because I would have that for the Russian 2020 campaign. The 50 is the single pilot. The 52 is the 2 pilot. It did say 52 in lobby, so yeah.
Okay, then I'm stupid then. And then
but they get they get the gun pod on the right. Like, that thing's a murder pod, man.
Yeah, that is very much an auto cannon. But yeah, then they have an MI8 with...
I'll BRB 1 second.
Pylons. Sure thing. I hate it when they have the pylons on it, but all the pylons are empty. Because
they do the pylon version because it has all 3 guns on it. That's the only one that has it.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Fair enough. All right, then. I'll shut the fuck up. Well, no, I can't because Liru just left. But that is about it for Red 4's standard Russians with a lot of toys to play with. Moving on to Blue 4. Blue 4 are going to be holding this northern side of the island. And let me actually zoom in closer before I just have to scroll for an hour. Blue 4 are going to be... interesting. So also Marines, standard Blue 4 guys, but they're wearing the M81 Woodland camo. So PID might become a bit of an issue. It shouldn't, because they're wearing those big tan vests. And you know, it's a different pattern, different color scheme than the Flora pattern, or Flora camo, I should say. But you never know; anything's possible. But they're using their M4s, M16s in 5.56, along with two M249 LMGs, an M240 for the platoon, M72 Laws across the platoon as well, and then the Mat Team Gunner is going to have a Carl Gustav, which I just saw is in the hands of Joseph Stalin. Going to be handling that. As for assets, they have also a ton of assets. They have some Humvees. Oh, geez. My stream is lagging. Okay, I think I'm good. Screen! Anyway, they have, it looks like, two 50 cal Humvees that are both up armored with a gun shield, as far as the slanted metal shield, the basic one. They have a 240 Humvee that is also up armored with that same kind of slanted metal shield, and then two transport Humvees that are unarmed, but are also up armored. You can tell they're up armored because they have the bulging windows on the side and the silver they have a silver lining in the interior. They also have a number of trucks. These are the unarmored version of the trucks. In the first one, we saw the armored ones. These have the nice wide windows, so you can tell that they are the unarmored ones. They also have another two quad bikes, the X-Ray team, and a little bird with a 12.7 millimeter. I think that's a GAU 11? GAU 9? I forget which GAU it is, but that is very much the 50 caliber minigun. So that'll be useful in countering both the KA-52 and some of the BTRs that will be fielded by the Russians. GAU 9? Okay, GAU 9. So as for sectors, as we wait for, well, actually no, I'll wait for Lou to come back before we go over sectors, but pretty much standard Russians versus standard Marines, different camos than we normally see, but that's all good. I'm excited to see what the helicopters are able to do, and with some decent vehicles on the ground to work with, should be a decent fight overall. And for both me and Liru, you can type, is it slash prediction? No, I think slash prediction is only the admin command. If you go to the bottom left of the chat box, click on that little bubble, you can bet channel points on who you think is going to win. We have Blue 4 defending, Op 4 attacking. As for people, we have people like Connie Slaughter, Joseph Stalin, Navy, Paladin, Cole, Cosmonaut, Valenti, Bassbeard, and those kind of people on Blue 4. As for Red 4, we have Fawn, Stanners, Husky, Koak, Lolo, Simon's Cat, Reaper, Gorskowski, Staffenberger, Scandy Recons on Red 4, as well as the Czechs. So if I had to choose one, my money would probably be on Red 4, based on those names alone. Andy is raiding Liru while he's away. Isn't that funny? Andy, good to see you.
Andy, thanks for the raid. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Well, you just got a raid from Andy? And,
yeah, I saw. I just shouted him out.
Gotcha.
Wait, who else?
No, just Andy.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. But no, you're good. I went over the two factions. Blue 4 had a recon. Actually, no, not a recon little bird. They have a little bird with a GAU 9.
AH6 with a GAU 9, yep.
Yep.
The 50 cal chain gun.
Yep. And two up armored 50 cal Humvees is what they're going to be fielding, as well as the PKM. Sorry, no, not the PKM. 420, 240. Fuck me.
It's Barb's fault.
The 240 Humvee, that is also.
Is there still room? Yeah, if you do exclamation point F and F.
Assets for Blue 4 to use as well. Yeah, and now that they've got that, let's go over sectors.
All right. Start with Sector 1. It's a little bit of an urban training school, except more of a village training school, I'd say. With the actual sector being towards the eastern side, but more towards the center. Got some interesting, like, grain silo stuff on it, or whatever the heck that's supposed to be. I kind of like that interesting detail, though, but I can see Blue 4 building a decent perimeter within the area of this sector as well. Looks like they'll also use these tall towers here for Overwatch, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, not a bad little area.
Sorry, I was waiting for you to, like, bounce off and do something.
I was just saying my contacts. I just realized I still have them in from work, and they're giving me some.
Gotcha. Go take them off. I'll cover for you because you covered for me. Okay.
Okay. Be right back.
All right.
Don't look at my chat.
What? Barb is Barb. What's that? How weird is Barb? You can tell everyone about that. But anyway, we got two bridges here that we could see Blue 4 defending because it's along this river, but with the BTRs being amphibious, I don't really see a reason to defend them, but there's still decent kill zones to do some Overwatch on, and you got some good rock walls here that I could see Blue 4 setting up on. It is a little out of their AO for the time being, but they could push up and take that, because that wouldn't be a bad spot to be in. But for this AO itself, looking at it from a bird's eye view, you use the river to your advantage. That's why you have forces right here. And then you can put some guys in the forest area here on these rocks and make some really nasty kill zones to force Op4 to come around in this forested area to try to hit you from the rear. So I get that. That would work really, really well. Otherwise, with Sector 2, we have a little bit of, like, the edge of a test village here of some sort, or this is where the actual training staff would be, but either way, it's next to a small water feature here. It looks like a small pond. This actually might be the size of a lake there, but some decent Overwatch. Got some big open areas to the south, and then you also could have Op4 kind of coming through the town, but you gotta note that Op4 does spawn on this side, so this leaves them with a lot of room to come around, deploy in the town itself, and push in, utilizing the buildings. So you have to be very mindful of that. I could see a decent setup working here, but even so, that's going to be a tough AO. I would still think that setting up at Sector 1 would be your best bet. Sector 3 is kind of the same issue, but you do have a nice perimeter wall to go with, as well as it's all open area. So you could really utilize an all eggs in one basket approach on Sector 3 and just hold this position, because Sector 3 is within the military base itself, specifically on the northern side, and you have a slight addition of these buildings, like just on the sliver here. No, actually, it might not even be enough. You'd have to be like, yeah, right there. That's outside of the building, actually. It's counting this open spot. So someone going on the Overwatch spot of the barracks on the second floor could hide there and go prone and maybe help stall this sector out, but I don't think... I'm talking about Sector 3 being a really good Overwatch sector, but Blue 4 doing an all eggs in one basket on Sector 3, I don't think they have the manpower for it, so instead, like, a limited all eggs in one basket on Sector 1, and utilizing these open areas as kill zone would be their best bet. But I think the biggest fear we have right now is how Op4 is going to effectively utilize that KA-52.
I'm seeing what you mean with that balcony. It'd be a slim sliver, but I think that could work in theory.
You could hug that. Don, in the future for round 3, make it a 15-minute timer. And start it when we actually enter this screen where the 15-minute timer comes up, so it times when the round starts.
It's interesting that this second sector is kind of, like, it's not right on top of this, like, 4-story building.
Yeah.
It's just kind of...
I would say Sector 2 is the weakest sector out of all of them. Because it's right next to where Op4 is going to come in from. Op4 has this entire town to dismount and push through, and yet Blue 4 seems adamant on wanting to hold this spot here with a few men, so... I don't know, like Sector 1, I get. But it would be tough because you'd have to push out of the actual town of Calgria and make a perimeter. Sector 3, in my opinion, would be your best bet, but again, I don't think they have the infantry to utilize something like that. We hear the helicopter putting its engine on, but not the rotor on. And then looking over at the Op4 Vix, I really want to see how this KA-52 is utilized. I think that's going to be really interesting. And again, it's them pushing the envelope with that autocannon. I'm going to get with them, and after these rounds tonight, both in the NA and EU branches, probably tomorrow morning, I'll say, hey, you know, what did you actually put on that cannon? Because if he put an autocannon on something, I want to put an autocannon on something. Because I wanted to submit a mission for this week, but I got caught up in a few other things. But I'm already in line to submit something next week. But it'll be for the NA branch, because it's hard to do campaigns when it's only 40v40, like platoon-wise. But we can see how things work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that either, but
2 or 3 that are like
I heard it.
Ideas that I could, you know.
So who knows, man?
Finalize, but. Life's not enough time in the day, man.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Plus now someone.
Wait, is that the ammunition
for them? Like once every other week, and I'm like.
Wait, real quick, look at the little bird and look at the actual gun pod. Look how the ammunition belt goes through
the pylon, whatever.
Through the pylon. That's pretty funny. All right, Op4 is taking off with the the hip, and the 52 powering down.
Yeah.
Now it's going.
Oh, and the gun pod actually isn't fixed. You see that kind of tilting off down?
Yeah, no, the gun pod, it isn't fixed. It has a little bit of wiggle room around on the right side.
Interesting. I did not know that. But then
Stone Willow Tree, convert your sub to a tier 1 sub. Thank you, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a kick out of this scenario. Op4 rush with go-karts.
X-Ray, though, they're pushing out to the mountains. They're going to meet these guys head on. The guys that are
the cannon on the 52 is a Gao. Okay.
They're going to get caught out.
So real quick, I forgot, the gun pod is actually rescripted to be a Gao 19, so it's 12.7 minigun versus 12.7 minigun.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
A little lag spike there.
I think that was on your end. I didn't see one, but
all right,
could have been me as well.
Helicopters are coming around.
Yep. Putting on a max view distance real quick.
Match just started, Stone. First match was a little bit of a bore, but this one
we trying to get
picking up a little bit.
Forested area, possibly to help conceal them from the little bird if they're thinking that much.
Yeah, it's triple barrel, which is the 50 cal. The M134 would be the rotary 7.62 guns, but
to attack sectors 2 and 3, so might be a little.
He's up, yeah.
Them shooting themselves in the foot early on with that.
You can tell by the 3 barrel, that's a 50 cal. Little Bird might do a dive in a second. KA-52's gonna fly underneath it.
Yeah, KA-52 just flew over Golf 2. That's Cosmonaut.
Yep.
In the 50 cal Humvee.
Little Bird instead trying to fly away. But at that height, the pilot might not have seen him.
Yeah.
But the KA-52 is climbing altitude now and is turning left. Here comes a heli fight.
Yep. Oh, yeah. No, Bassbeard doesn't see it. Now he's turning back around. I think he just saw it there.
When you're on a heli v heli fight, you do not want to be below the other heli. There's the Gao firing.
Oh.
Did you just see that hit on the KA?
Yeah, do you see them almost collide?
Oh, no, they weren't going to collide.
Okay, no, from where I was looking, it looked like they were on a head-on collision.
So, the KA-52 can easily outmaneuver the Little Bird. And the Little Bird's gun is fixed, but the KA-52's actually has some wiggle room to maneuver. So if the KA-52 maneuvers around, I could see it getting a good shot on the Little Bird. I'm surprised we're not seeing the hip come in to run interference, though.
Those 7.62s could also really fuck up a Little Bird. If there's not any armor.
Little Bird's going to follow the KA-52 as it flies over a friendly position. Maybe we could see the KA-52 bait the Little Bird to fly over some BTRs and get some ground fire. but it looks like the little bird's breaking off instead. We have the hip above it. Ever want to see an helicopter-based drive-by? Actually, in that case, it would be a flyby. Yep, there it is. So he's actually trying to hit him with the 7.62
maneuver. That distance is gonna be pretty tough, but hey, you got plenty of ammo. Might as well use it.
Yep.
Back on the ground. Still not much going on. Blue 4 X-ray. Did they? No. Okay. Draconix and Banana. They've just pushed out further south, and I don't think
that is such a bad idea. Little Bird now trying to cut over to push onto the hip. Though the hip is evading. But the KA-52 is coming in from the rear.
Why did Blue 4 X-ray just pop shots off on towards the the Black Shark? I don't think they noticed at all.
Why not?
Reckless.
Oh. All right, now here's the Black Shark trying to get some hits in. Again, running interference. Little Bird quickly ducks. Oh, Little Bird just missed an opportunity to get a hit. Again, that Black Shark's going to be much more maneuverable. Let's see, I think the Little Bird's going to cut left and go for the... Nope, it's going to go for the Black Shark instead. Now he's cutting left. It's hard. Nope, he is going to go for the hip.
It's Bassbury. Who knows what he's going to do. Also, the Shark still has its gear down. I don't think they realize they can put the gear up. It's got the 2 little recessions on the side for the wheels.
Black Shark coming back around. The gunboat is trying to fire back here at the Little Bird, but it's dodging. Little Bird now turning around. 52 is high, but is waving off.
So yeah, with you saying that the Black Shark is more maneuverable, I feel like the Black Shark has more of a top speed and more momentum to it, but I think the Little Bird is going to outmaneuver it in a knife fight scenario in very close distances.
That's why the 52 is doing really wide turns and is being very strategic with its positioning. Oh, Sanctu just got spotted by Blade. Blade is also taking fire from Panzer and someone else from the west. Sanctu getting knocked unconscious. Sirius getting fired on. And these guys are part of X-Ray. Yeah, ooh.
Yep, so that's that taken out.
Blue 4 losing that early on is not a good thing. Got a PKT Humvee coming in to support.
Panzer, ooh, almost caught Sirius out there as he runs to the bunker to try and pick him back up. Actually, no, Sanctu's on the outside. I didn't know that. Yeah, Warlord's in that.
He's going to be stuck in there. He's holding the top of it so he can do some bandaging. Sank failed a wake-up check there. His body just moved, but he's still unconscious. It's sky jousting, yeah, right?
Red 4 X-Ray pushing up on that MSR, heading in between sectors 1 and 2. Might get spotted out by the task guys over here. Guac, T-Bone, Markowitz. Quite spotted out if they go around the other side of this hill.
So, Barb, you were absolutely right. That Little Bird has a much quicker turn rate, but the KA-52 has a much better top speed.
Mm-hmm. So it can outrun that Little Bird every time.
Yeah.
It has to turn.
But in a close knife fight, yeah, it cannot turn around in time. They need that hip to come in to run interference, which is actually behind them now.
Blade pushing into the bunker now with that PKP. Sorry.
Yep, no, I was actually just about to skip back to that, too.
So he's just doing his own solo clearing.
Sirius hears him coming, but doesn't turn to do it, and Blade is able to wrap him up.
He's
big ouch.
Blade. Come on.
Gotta make sure.
Gotta make sure.
K-52 taking some ground fire as well, but it is short, just like the Little Bird shots. Oops, some of those were really close on target. Now you got the hip coming in to try to run interference.
Yeah, if you think the Black Shark is slow, that Mi-8 is just a school bus on rotors.
Little Bird doing a great turn, though. Lost a lot of its momentum. Tries to catch the 52.
Those are some good sprays, but the MIA also getting some sprays.
Yep.
Crunch.
It's just a matter of who's going to get that lucky shot. KA-52 doing a dangerous turn just so it can get its gun up. But it's got to turn to the other side where the gun is.
Yeah, that's good.
Now the Little Bird's trying to fly off. See, this is an aspect I wish we actually saw a little bit more of in Friday Night Fights. That early game helicopter PvP. Because it's fun.
Well, we're getting pretty close to the nape of the earth. Pops off flares. I think just to give a flyby for
just to show, yeah.
Yeah, it's Bassbeat in there. He would do that.
Little Bird's also, the Hip is firing down at ground targets, but the Little Bird, if it cuts right, it might be able to catch the Hip in the open, but the Hip is shadowing the Little Bird very close. If that Little Bird were to turn around with that Gao, it would easily eliminate the Hip, and there's the back turn.
Yeah, there's a nice little S-turn there.
I guess just to evade. I don't know if he's out of ammo or saving it, but
he probably doesn't have too much more left in there. He was doing a lot of long sprints.
Yeah.
It does also have the nose camera, so the co-pilot should have probably was able to see the MI8 behind it and tell Bassbeard to make that turn. Oh, but here's that black shark again. No, those shots are way
missing those shots. Yep. Oh, look at what the Little Bird's doing. Loses all of its momentum to try to get a underbelly hit.
That's so risky. 50 cal opening up on it from the ground, and it gets discouraged.
There's the Hip, though, right next to the Little Bird. Can't seem to make a hit, though. Little Bird now right behind the Hip.
Yeah, here's the thing, that MIA does have that tail gunner.
It's trying. It's a lot of fire going on the Hip. It's a very big target. But the Little Bird is just unable to land a shot. Little Bird pulling away. KA-52 coming in. KA trying to turn. It's going to try to stay above it to hit down, but got to also understand these guys are locked to first person. So if the KA can make a good dive attack here, close the distance, but unfortunately because the gun's on the right side, it's not able to land a hit there.
Nope, and yeah, that turn gonna go wide.
Yep. This gives the Little Bird an opportunity.
No, I think Bassman needs to... Why is the... Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it looked like it was, but it quickly changed. It's just because all the helicopters were super close together.
That as well.
Yeah. See, I like this. The first round, again, was such a bore. This is what FNF is all about. Giving us a nice bout of action as the players set up to hit the actual objectives here.
Sure, and yeah, I've been trying to keep eyes on things on the ground. Blue Forest.
As have I, yeah.
Yeah, they've moved on the west side of the river up to artillery fighting position number 1. We have Scandi kind of detaching themselves.
Sanders on 2 kills.
So they're in a decent position to strike onto Sector 1.
So, by the way, Standers, the Op 4 marksman, he's on 2 kills right now. Guak is dead nearby, and Bone is also dead in front of Standers' kill zone. I saw Guak walking around earlier. He was trying to track the Op 4 Gaz, but I think Standers just spotted him and caught him completely out of position there.
I'm interested to see, like, how much longer...
But Blue Form down with their marksman early.
Just because if they just keep expending this ammo and no result, they're gonna... Well, obviously, you expend enough ammo, it's gonna run out, so we'll see what happens.
KA-52 close to a quad bike right here. Let's see if the KA-52 decides to do a ground strafe real quick, because that's an easy target. But I think they're gonna stay on helicopter duty. Oh, no, he's turning about. Yeah, baby!
Using that vertical momentum.
Helicopter.
Oh, but no, that momentum carries.
Too much, and the quad bike knows they're in trouble.
Yep. They're
returning fire with 5.56, I love it. Might as hell, right?
They're actually shooting for the tail, but there's no tail rotor. This is a dual rotor helicopter.
Yep.
So they're...
Oh, no. Oh, no, they're actually... I thought they were going to turn around and just strafe, but no.
I think they also misjudged it, so they're gonna might now be going for a wider berth, getting further out there.
No, he's completely leaving the scene. I think they're gonna have the possibly the hip come in and do a strafe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Real quick, X-rays Vic for Op4 just got destroyed.
Yep, I saw that.
That was Charlie 2.
Yeah, Joseph Stalin, and with that Carl Gustav taking that vehicle out.
Yep, gets a vehicle kill on that. That was Op4 X-ray. Sanders is still alive. He's back on there, but it was Dusty that pushed up with Snow, and another guy, Fonz, trying to do some closer recon as Op4 is still trying to position their forces here.
Yeah, Sanders on 2 kills. Trying to get revenge on Blue 4 Charlie 2.
Yeah, exactly. What's that? 52 trying to get the Little Bird. It's going really wide, though. Little Bird quickly turning about. Cook-off explosion from that destroyed gas. Okay, no, they're all the way back there. I didn't see him for a second. I'm like, where did they go, you know? Fawn's getting spotted by Alpha 2, the gunner for one of the Humvees. That's the 240 Humvee. A lot of hits there. Fawn's is crippled. I'm surprised he was able to roll out of there in time.
Yeah, right?
That helicopter fight, man.
He actually opens back up. Fawn's spraying through the bushes.
Yep, trying to make a guess where he's being engaged from.
Yeah, but I think he would want to try and lay low, pretend and play dead.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, if you lay low, they're going to double tap you. At that range, they're definitely going to double tap you.
If they spot you, yeah, but like if you just try and hide. But
see, what worries me about Blue 4's positioning is look all the way to the west. They've got like a freaking team out here, and they have a vehicle crew out here. Maybe I could see them coming in and catching Charlie 2 off guard, but having forces deployed all the way to the left, I don't think Blue 4 has the unit capacity for that. They're just spreading themselves really thin right now, and that's going to allow Op4 just to push in as a unified force and smash through resistance.
Yeah,
it's defeat in detail at that point.
Now that the X-ray marksman is dead, they're going to be using the remnants as a recon force, and then covering their flanks on both the eastern and western side. X-ray said no, there's no one here on the east. The other guys have said no, there's nothing here on the west yet. But Scandi has kind of, yeah, like you said, walked through the middle of it, and so they're going to be able to get up towards Sector 1. Gates is up here on Overwatch on one of the tall rock structures to the south of Sector 1, but he's looking off to the east at this bigger group moving towards Sector 2 on the eastern side of the river, so he doesn't know, he has no clue that Scandi's coming right his way.
So by the way, I just looked at the KA-52 and the Little Bird. Little Bird's badly beaten up, but there is a warning klaxon or something going off in the KA-52, and I was watching that gunner fire on the Little Bird, and at this range, you can tell that gun was not designed for dogfighting, because the bullets are not going anywhere near where that targeting computer is trying to lead it to.
I wonder if the gun got hit. It's pointing straight down like it got disabled or busted.
I'll check it again in a second. I'm just checking the POVs of... Oh, hold up. KA-52 coming in, trying to line up a shot on the Little Bird.
Still operational.
But it goes a little far right because that gun... Oh, he's trying to get behind it. Cuts a lot of speed.
The difference between these two craft is that the gunner and the pilot for the KA-52 are separate. And the Little Bird, they're together, so the pilot doesn't have to coordinate.
He breaks off.
He just, yeah.
And that gun's still going.
No, it's still going, so it's something else that got damaged. Something that's somewhat critical, just blaring in their ears.
Hip looks fine, not hearing any warnings, not seeing any grass that's been shot out, and I don't see any damage on it.
Lots of fire now going off onto Sector 2.
Ooh, just heard some metal on metal. That might have been the KA-52. Getting a hit on the Little Bird. Little Bird quickly turns and tries to get a shot on the KA.
Ooh.
very close low pass there.
Yeah, that's a little too close for comfort there, Holton. Good recovery, though.
Now you got the little bird giving a warning klaxon as well. So that metal hit definitely made something happen.
Messed up.
Meanwhile, Op4 is pushing their main forces in on Sector 1 and Sector 2 evenly. Blue Force still isn't pulling their western force over, but they should to at least flank Scandi Recon, who is Op4 Charlie 2 pushing into this first sector.
Yep, and Gates is still tunnel vision on something else. He doesn't notice that any of Scandi Recon pushing off to his west. That's funny. Now they're opening it up. Does Gates react? No, he does not. Maybe he thinks it's the helicopters flying overhead.
Exactly, what's said is exactly right. You do have to account for your own momentum as well when you're in that Vic. Now we got the HIP doing its gunship routine, firing down at one of the sectors. And the KA-52 is shadowing the Little Bird at this point, but the HIP is also coming into shadow as well. I
gotta interrupt you. T5A coming around the corner with an M249 on the side of Scandi. I think you just saw NAFs. So he's gonna be maneuvering around, but that's a fierce opposition. Even though it's only one man, it is T5A with the 249.
Ooh, another hit on the Little Bird.
I'm looking. Engine's still going.
Yep. It looked like a tail hit, but the tail's still active.
Yeah, it's still rotating, so maybe just a damage.
K-52 getting a little stationary there. Now it's trying to pick up speed. Yep, T5 base still close to Scandi Recon here. K-52 trying to reposition on top of the Little Bird, but the Little Bird is being very smart here. Nope, the Little Bird's landing.
Yep. All of it's still going, but I think it's just too damaged. Looks like main road.
Yeah, they're doing a quick repair. Will the KA-52 turn around? Eander's in the area, though.
No,
Eander doesn't hear the chopper pull down.
Nah,
yes, he does.
Right now. I think
go for it, Eander.
Scandi called it out, but he has no line of sight on it.
K-52 coming in to potentially do a gun run.
Finn opening up a bad.
Oh, driver! Pilot's dead.
Yep, Finn got him, I think.
No, the KA-52 just strafed the shit out of him. He's dead.
Well, yeah, no.
But he didn't get the kill. You're right. Is he unconscious?
No, Finn got the kill.
Oh.
Finn is.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But
I saw a shit ton of blood come out with that strafe. If Finn didn't get the kill, then that KA-52 would have. Heard something explode. That was one of the BTRs getting cooked off.
Maestro. Okay, no, that's something messing up with the tracers. No, Finn got that kill as well. So
yeah.
Finn claps both of the Little Bird crew, and that's air support out for them. Over on the east side, though, something.
Scandi Recon, though, is dead.
One of the BTRs blew up.
Yep. But yeah, no, Scandi's Gates is on 4 kills. Bay, I'm checking him. Bay is on 1 kill. And you got Mark over here on 1 kill. Yeah, no, Op4 has air superiority, but Blue 4 is actually really repelling forces here. You're having Flood running up here. Over where Op4 is, you got Kami Slaughter and Carl coming up. Matura isn't looking left.
I would argue that they just got...
Flood just got a double kill. Standers turns around, though, and takes Flood out.
Yep. That was just Kami Slaughter and Weezer. Carl Weezer.
Been putting some shots out on Maestro, the co-pilot of that Little Bird. Don't know if Kernshaw's going to come in and retort.
Gets the first shot, though, and that's that two-man team for Blue 4 taken down really quick. Nicely done.
On the other side for Foxtrot 1 for Op4. Yep, yep.
On east, yep. Ooh, Holton going a little bit too stationary, getting lit up by the tower.
Finn is down, and it is only Iander that's still alive on the Scandi Recon side.
Uh-oh. If there was any armor Vicks for them to, deal with, Iander would be the man, but... there's nothing over here in his vicinity, so I think he might get taken out.
You got a PKT Humvee, Gaz coming around for the left sector, but think Blue 4 is going to be able to hold here.
Well, no sectors taken so far, though with only 5.
Helicopters are too focused on keeping that other helicopter grounded.
Yep, and I don't think they got to worry about that too much. The 2 pilots that would... Well, actually, no, Maestro woke back up. Excuse me.
I could see Iander sneaking into that sector and taking it on his own if Dog 4 gets out of the sector, but we'll have to see what happens.
Possibly, if he's able to maintain a low profile, I'm sure he could. Just a matter of if he will.
So at this rate, the KA-52 needs to start going on an overwatch vector and covering the players as they move in, or trying to snipe out people with its 12.7. That's going to be a tough call to make on where they do it, but that's going to have to be the play now that they have air superiority in this AO.
If they could try and fold a gap this, where that big...
Righto, Deadwalker. Thanks for the 41-month resub.
By Halo 51.
Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a kick out of this scenario.
They could try and just pop up and down over. It'd be a bit of a low angle, which wouldn't be the best, but it'd be better than nothing as far as strategic position in the air. Scandi is the University of Alabama of FNF. That is quite the analogy.
I understood that reference.
Okay, there's
the college football joke.
Yeah, I was thinking either college football or just Alabama.
Oh, I think T5 Bay just spotted Eander going into that building, but he was caught reloading, so he wasn't able to make the shot. Lucky on Eander there.
Was definitely did. And he's seeing that movement, so that's Eander spotted out.
But now you got Castell here, who isn't looking in that direction. If he were to look under, he would have seen Castell there, but a grenade gets thrown in.
That's gonna scare the shit out of him.
Oh!
But
Bay is now running back, realizing that there's an issue here. Iander quickly ducking back, goes guns up, is gonna catch T5 Bay moving back. No, he goes prone at the last second.
I think he didn't feel like he had enough ammo or something, or maybe he didn't even see Bay. Iander he is one of those players who plays drunk, but he does reload the mag. T5 Bay running up there. Doesn't find Iander, so now Bay...
The KA-52 is landing.
It's probably out of ammo. Where's it landing, though?
Why is it landing in the middle of enemy territory? They're repairing something.
I don't even see it landing. Did they get hit by something?
No. I don't... Oh. It's a really risky call.
Yeah, that is kind of enemy territory. If Gates there, does he have a stick? No, he doesn't. But he does have a 203.
Yeah, it's RHS AFRF where the gases are from.
Gates peeking out of the elephant grass. I think he sees the K-52.
Yeah, Holton is gonna do some more field repair. Gates could headshot him.
I'm thinking he pops the 203 and fucks up the black shark. Shark. Not hawk,
yeah.
Shark.
Black shark. Meanwhile, you got 3 people pushing Blue 4's Sector 2. 3 people from Blue 4 are defending. This could be Op 4's reprieve. Because they could take this sector, send some guys up, take Sector 3, regroup, and then push back into Sector 1, but Iander could still clutch it. This could go either way, because Blue 4 still has a bunch of guys on reserve, but I imagine when they start losing 1 or 2 sectors, these guys will push in.
Ooh.
And there's Holton going down.
Taken down. No, Schneider goes down, Holton trying to return.
Yep.
But that's a problem for that crew, because, like I said, they need a pilot and a gunner.
Again, they could probably land with the hip and have one of the hip gunners get in, because there's, how many people in that hip? 3?
4.
Yeah, 1 plus 2. So it's 3.
Plus 2, then 3. Then, yeah.
So they could get a new gunner for that Vic, but again, I don't understand why they decided to land that close.
I don't know if you were talking about this big push going in for Sector 2, but we now have a 3-on-3 inside the
dumb.
sector. Actually, goes
very, very dumb.
Of it. Navy and Cole opening up just outside.
T5 Bay camping in the trash.
So a takedown, and now Cole is the last one inside that sector.
He's down. And there's Sector 2.
Yep.
Ghostal's gonna get a pop-up. He's looking back with a 249, I believe.
So this is...
Gets the kill on Snow. That was... If that was a headshot, that would have been a Hillary Clinton. What a lovely range. Sardine getting eliminated as well. Panzer having no idea where those shots are coming from. Hold up, he returns fire.
Did you mention Schneider?
Huh?
Because Schneider got in the Ka-52 and then got shot out, so it's a dead bird with its rotors on.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. He got taken out by Golf 2 over there, way off to the west. In the, I think that's a 50 cal? Yeah, it's a 50 cal Humvee, so they were able to snipe him from distance. And
again, why would you land in the middle of enemy terrors? Whatever. Op4 just threw that so fucking hard, but...
Well, they do have the first sector, or sorry, the second sector. They need to take sectors 1 and 3. 3 is open with 20 minutes and change to go.
T5 Bay's defending now. Iander's still alive, though.
They don't have many assets left to work with. They still have the MIA, like you said, but...
Yeah, but they're not going to be accurate with that thing. Still got Iander scoping around Sector 1 here. I'll be curious to see if there's an upset. He still has the AT weapon, too.
It might have been a fuel tank hit, which would mean they needed to land and...
immediately, which makes sense, but still not a good thing to risk.
Well, rock in a hard place.
Yeah. At least just, like, bank it south then, you know? And these days you have to understand, like, a fuel tank hit isn't a death sentence anymore. Your fuel will go down to a certain point and then stop, but most vehicles, the fuel is very... Like, you'll, even on, like, a sliver of fuel last, like, you know, 5-10 minutes, so. Just heard the super high, excuse me, the hip is engine just got hit by the 50 cal Vic, and it's now trying to auto-rotate down. I think it'll be able to...
Ooh, it needs to stop turning. No.
Oh! Made water come out of the ground.
I know, that was surprising. Gorves and Johansson get out of there. Stadenberg is still in there as the helicopter.
Sanders got the final kill on the last guy in the objective. Now Op4 is going to rush to the north. Meanwhile, Command is going to hold them. Nope, he's pulling out. Never mind.
He drove through and went, you know what? Maybe this isn't the place for
me. Maybe not that. But Op4 could still win this. There's a good chunk of time. There's a good chunk of players on both sides. This could still go either way.
So the Mi-8 moving about in place, well, I guess you could say the hip is gyrating.
Shut up. Iander putting some pot shots on the tower where Foxtrotter and Bazooka are. They know they just took fire.
Stander's pushing up. Might try and rescue that helicopter crew. Stadenberger gets welcomed back up, so all three do survive that crash. So good for them. That's actually pretty lucky.
We're still Delta 1 in the distance, just on a hill. I'm gonna wait and see when they fold back in. We got Blade and Buckets also coming to this sector, but Banana is behind Blade. Still far off, though. Unlikely they'll run into each other. And Banana's looking the other way. Yes. When you put your rear to the enemy, they can't see you.
You see, Ivan, when put fingers in front of pistol, you not miss for fear of shooting off.
There's the AT going in by Iander. He actually got a kill with it.
Did he hit someone directly?
Yeah, he hit someone with it. He killed a machine gunner.
That was Bazooka. Yeah, Bazooka's in there.
Yep.
Attackers capture Sector 3, so they just... Oh my fucking god. So
I told you he was going to put AT up here. I was just waiting for it. I'm annoyed that I missed it, though.
Me too. And he's looking up there. I think it was Foxtrotter or someone else is up there.
He's just checking to make sure if they're still alive, and now Foxtrotter trying to... Yep, he's getting the auto rifle now. But Blue 4's not sending anyone there, so that's allowing Iander to get a few free kills. And now you've got the helicopter crew coming in with those AK-74Us. I mean, 3 players at this point is a good advantage, but because Iander is locking down this tower... There's not gonna, and he's actually making Foxtrotter retreat. That is gonna allow safe passage for these 3 guys to come in, and the remaining Op4 force to come in as well. And also with that helicopter still on, it's gonna make it harder for people in this AO to hear each other's footsteps. So Blue 4 won't be able to hear footsteps of enemies coming around them, which gives Op4 another nice advantage. Sanders driving over the water here, finds Iander. Says hi to Iander.
Yeah, but it's just the Ka-52 still spinning.
Sanders is on 7 kills as the marksman, by the way. He's been going to town.
Damn. Yeah, no kidding.
Then you got 4 people in the Gamma 3 PKT gas coming around. Blue 4 still has to hold for 16 minutes. This is going to be a tough one. For Blue 4, that is.
Yeah, with Delta 1 out there, looks like they're starting to mount back up.
Yeah, they're going to mount up and push in, and we have another Humvee coming in. I can't tell how many people are in that, because there's a dead Blue 4 guy in it. But he's going to probably run up and grab Banana and Draconics.
I think that's a... No, that is a... yeah, that's a Blue 4 guy in there, but yeah, a dead guy in the turret means we can't see.
It's Nutty Person in there, and that is the 50 cal Humvee. So the gunner got picked off earlier, huh?
They had 2 of them and 240 Humvee, yeah.
So Iander has joined the pilots, and they are now coming around to clear the castle. And you got the G3 group dismounting its 2 guys, Broken and Matnura.
The fact that they left this castle for them, I don't know if there are any satchel charges down. I don't see any, but they'll be able to use both the tower and the Hesco barrier and trenches that they have.
GL just went out on buckets. Another GL going out on buckets. I believe that is Valnity. Halty shooting at him. There's the 15-minute warning. Valenti, that's it. You got the gas pushing up, but again, it's... You can hear the engine now that's close enough, but further away, couldn't hear much. C5 Bay trying to sneak around, trying to spray down the gunner.
Get some.
No, there's still a +1 in there.
Oh, yeah, I think duck down there. No, he's down but not out.
Foxtrotter trying to spray with that 249 he took from Bazooka.
Yep.
That gas is going to pull out at this point.
Poor Sky gets woken back up, stands back up, and gets shot in the chest again. No, he's actually...
Op 4 isn't coordinating, though. Their BTR just fired on the Spire that the pilots in Iander cleared. They need to do a little bit of a better job, but you got the 50 cal being crewed by Nutty Person. He might find an angle on a few Op 4 guys and shoot them from the rear. That could change the balance of power here.
Bucket's now coming from the south as well. He's actually looking up at the tower.
Delta 1 dismounting way off. They're going to walk in. This could be done before they're able to get into the AO here.
Agreed.
Satchel being thrown. I think that was a misthrow by Dog 4, and he just killed a friendly, too. He's on -1 and just blew up a lot of cover. He killed T5 Bay, the best...
Sorry. Base to the west.
Okay.
Spot.
Did he kill... I think he killed Foxtrotter then. Yeah, I don't see Foxtrotter anymore. But anyway, that 50 cal car, Nutty Person's driven it down. He hasn't noticed that BTR right there.
Blade getting a kill from distance with the Blue 4 marksman rifle.
50 cal just shot a few bullets. I think it's reloading now. No, he was playing dead. Now he's shooting the ass of that BTR. Smokes the engine. Gunner is down.
Delta 1 is firing on the Black Shark right now.
And they missed their AT.
Honestly.
What is this round?
Why are they...
It's gone from awesome helicopter activity to I have no idea what's going on anymore.
I just want to say they killed a Black Shark. But now it's just Gates and Kernshaw in the AO. Kernshaw and Buckets. Kernshaw's playing Metal Gear Solid now.
Dude, the 50 cal, no one's noticed. The Reapers, I think, finally just noticed. Lolo noticed. But now you got the 50 cal car. It's driving on the rear of the Gaz, and it's going to now shoot the back of the Gaz, too.
Yep. Lolo.
Ooh, he takes headshots before he's able to do it. Lolo, great save.
Nicely done.
Matura and Broken pushing on T5 Bay's building. T5 Bay is going to hunker down.
About 12 minutes remaining. Crenshaw and Gates again. Only two
T5 Bay turns Matura into putty.
Nice. Now has to deal with Broken.
Buckets and Kernshaw in the same building as well.
Yep.
Nope, Kernshaw's just on the outside. There's a dead guy in there. That's Fotley. And there's only 2 Blue 4 guys left in this sector, and you got Warlords driving in to potentially reinforce. Bucket's getting the kill on Kernshaw. Just up to Gates.
Oh, buddy. Gates is on 5, by the way.
Bay's trying to run out. Hits that Vic with the... wow.
Oh, God.
That rocket went right into the driver, too. Sprays down a dismount. Did Bucket just get all... No, Bay just got all those kills. He's on 6, but he gets picked off.
Broken. Nice. Meanwhile, Delta 1 just dead set on this fucking black shark.
Why?
The deciding factor on this.
Why? See, they dismounted early. They should have just continued pushing. Whatever.
They got tunnel vision by it, but if they kept shooting at it, they should have realized, oh hey, it's not moving. Is the person in there dead? Yes. So stop shooting at it and move the fuck on. But no, they wanted to.
Ooh, shiny.
Secure.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Well, they cut the engine's dead for it now, but
yeah,
they're not gonna be able to get into this AO in time unless Op4 drops the ball. But got Gorski coming into the sector here. Buckets is gonna start overwatching.
10 minutes and change.
Might spot Gates. I just heard a grenade throw.
Yep, that was right behind Gates.
And Gates puts his head out to see it. Buckets sees him. Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my God! That's the counter streamer's curse there. But Gorski's about to breach as Gates bandages, but the rock blocks it off. Does Johansson see him?
No, he doesn't. Gates actually gets a He's a bit too tall.
My God.
It's tunnel visioning at the trash pile.
Rocket
launcher.
Gates is still bandaging. No, he's gonna shoot at where Buckets is. And now there's the breach. Gates has no idea he's being breached on. Gets his leg shot out and gets knocked unconscious. It's GG. What the fuck was that ending?
A clumpy of fucking errors. Well, hey, that makes up for the first round in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was a good one.
Really, if Delta 1 had not been like.
Yeah. No, if they just went into the AO, this would be different. But no, shiny.
No, it's a candy.
Oh my God.
And the second again, the 2 in a row.
Yeah, they glitched their frickin' stuff out. That's fine, but I don't know what to say about that. Op4 wins. I'll do the payouts in a second, and we'll go ahead and see what's up for round 3.